Good day, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the processes that need to be done at the mission or conference level by the remittance accounting people. There are two main tasks that need to be done at the initial stages. I will focus mainly on the combined one and then also then mention what needs to be done if the remittance team is a big team and there is need for more segregation of duties. So let's start with a small team. So if you have one person who deals with managing the remittances of trust funds that have been sent in by churches, what they need to do is to come over to income and then they click on check remittance. It will load this screen here, and in our example today we are dealing with a period that is March 2019. So once you do this, you click on search, you will find all of the churches that have closed or calculated their remittance. They will appear here. And this information is quite simple to follow. The total over here shows their total amount of money that was collected by the church by the church treasurer. And this is the amount that is local church funds. So 105,000 is what are local church funds. And the amount that is due as trust funds to the conference that was collected is 84,000 here, as shown here. So the next step would be now to record the receipt of the trust funds here at the mission or at the conference. So you say which bank the money is coming to. If it was a check, you know this check is going to be deposited into this bank account, or if it was a bank transfer, this is the bank transfer. This is the account that is going to receive the bank transfer. Then over here, I'm going to quickly dial down to 2019 March, and we'll say, for instance, maybe let's say the amount came in on the last day of the month. The description in our situation here would be the name of the church 18 trust fund for February. The more detail that you put here, it will help you to be able to troubleshoot if something goes wrong or there's a misalignment or a misbalance or a miscalculation. It will be easy for you to be able to check. Transaction reference, you can put the check number. So you can put the check number here if you are dealing with checks, or you can put the reference, the EFT reference number that you have on the proof of EFT that you have or on your bank statement. And over here, you will now tell the system how much money was deposited by the local church. And then here, we need to specify the bank account of the local church that we are going to reduce. So this account here is where the money is coming from. If it's a check, this is where the check was written from. If it's a transfer, this is where the transfer the money was taken from, which is going to end up at the conference. Then we click on save. And once we do this process, we will see that it is now linked automatically and it's linked to this church. And the next thing to do here is close. So this process is basically what needs to happen as far as linking the amount paid as trust funds and the trust funds that have been collected. If we come again and click on search here, you will see that this number now, this amount now has turned green, which means that the amount collected and the amount received are equal. And green is a good color. So green is go. It means things are fine. Let's say if the amount was not the same, I'll just try and simulate that for us. I'll come over here and untick this one and close and search. It goes back to black. Black means nothing has been linked. If we come over here and we link it like that, that's the linking. Clicking this little button links this remittance to the church. And once we do this and we do a search, you will find that the amount now is like that. So in cases where the amount is less, for whatever reason, this would turn into orange, meaning that there's a problem with this amount and we need to see what we need to do. Either talk to the treasurer or talk to the pastor to follow up and see what needs to be done. Once this is done, the next step is to close this remittance. And once this is done, we click on close here. That remittance is now completed and it is now considered to be done. So if you now go to this church, let's try and quickly go to the church and have a look at the clearing account at this church. So I'm going to quickly dial back to this local church and we see what the dashboard says and what is in the clearing account so that we fully understand the cycle. So what this has done, it has reduced the money at the bank of this local church, and it has also cleared the clearing account of this church with the conference. So when the treasurer logs in, they will see that they don't owe anything to the church, and the clearing account has also been reduced. So this amount here could be now the current month amounts that are being collected currently. But if we go to reports and we come under financial treasury transaction statements, we can go and open up the clearing account of the conference in the period that is under consideration. In this case, it's March 2019. When you then print the statement and click on list, you will find the details of the trust funds that have been paid and those that have been cleared from the previous month. I hope this video helps us to understand what is going on, and it will help us to make our conference and mission processes flow smoothly. Thank you very much.